I'm here. It's all Tony's fault, by the way. Blame Tony. Mm, interesting. I'll keep an eye on that. I can't believe Bitcoin went to 122 and then, bank playing with 119. Who does that? Like, who in the right mind does that? Anyways. Good morning, Eric, Mr. Positive. Good morning. Paro, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Ahmed, good morning. Lizzie, good morning. Abby, good morning. Tony, good morning. Yeah, Prince, good morning. Someone named Babe, good morning. Lods, good morning. Mario, good morning. Hassan, good morning, good morning. Tatiana, good morning. Yeah, smash a like. Chris, good morning. Brian, good morning. Dirt, good morning. Suck Monkey, let's go. And what? Let's go, good morning. Surasay. Vish, good morning. Ray, good morning. Floyd, good morning. Tougher, good morning. Sandra. Good morning. YW, good morning. Tony, good morning. Amy, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, Kel. Good morning. Kel, I didn't want to say anything because I just left it that way. But you got one of those free memberships that don't give you access to Discord, so you still need to upgrade, right? So I just left it because you're nice, so I just left it. But you still need to upgrade to Legend though. That was like a discounted membership. So if you go to upgrade, it'll give you a discount, or it might not even charge you. But you might still just want to do that though, just in case. Good morning, everybody. Russ, good morning. James, good morning. James, how are you? Tal, good morning. Arjun, good morning. William, good morning. Marty, good morning. Good morning. X, good morning. Rita, good morning. Kev, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Prasad, good morning. Vena, good morning. Hey yo, are you back home, Dan? Home. Good morning. So EQ looks good. $50 million financing. Right. So the stock is obviously done well. Not sure why these are all moving. BJDX. This one looks really, really interesting. I kind of almost want this thing to dip to like 160. I don't know if it will though. Like between 160 and 150, like a nice fat red candle. I don't know if it actually will. We'll see what happens when the market opens. ENTO looks good too, right? Holding that 200 EMA, a little bit of support above 53 cents. So we shall see. Alrighty, so those are I want to say those are the top three names for now as we go into the open. IOBT had a really good run earlier this morning, and then they had some silly news. IOBT. So it looks like the stock is trying to come back to life, right? Trying to come back to life after that nasty drop. We'll see what it does. But obviously, this is no longer a top name, right? We'll just keep an eye on it. Larry, good morning. Virus. Good morning, Virus. How are you? Good morning. Sahel, good morning. Hello. Question for you guys in the chat though, with 7 minutes to go. What's your favorite stock going into the open? What's your favorite stock going into the open? And then the bullish IPO. Yeah, so it's expected on the 13. It's expected on the 13, and they've increased the IPO. Is the last thing that I saw, so which should be interesting. So bullish platform increases deal size by 63% ahead of its $1 billion IPO. Blah blah. La, 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 la. So obviously Cayman Islands, right? I always find it so interesting when I see that. 32 to 33, which is probably going to change. La 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 la. And la 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 services under the brands of la 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 la. Cool. Anyways, we'll take a look at this. Today is the 11th, so we have 2 days left before we can go from there. Alrighty. EQ is your favorite mark. Jericho, how's your Misty Coney position, Jericho? You bought the TTD Dipski for long term? A lot of people are. Yeah, a lot of people are. Yeah, BMNR. Yup. So EQ for most of you. BJDX, ENTO. Good morning, work. Good morning, good morning. So for the most part, it's we're all watching the same names, right? Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. So BJDX again. Let's see if that thing can stay above the 200 EMA, and then go from there. Yeah, good. Yeah, that was a perfect spot when you got in last week. So let's hope we can continue to push up. Hope, hope. SHFS. Okay. Yeah, the white line is always the 200 EMA. Always the 200 EMA. Wiggles has done well this morning. Pyro mentioned early on stream. So micro penny stonk. And let's see if this one can continue to perform. Alrighty. ENTO. We might just be waiting at this point, honestly. 4 minutes before the open, we might just be waiting for the market to open. It's usually like that. Like we get really close and then things just kind of slow down, right? Everybody's just, kind of not sure. Yeah. Alrighty. So BJDX I like. I just want to see what it does. So it's obviously bounced off this 200 EMA the last few times we've tested it, right? So should like mine. I think it's always been my 200 EMA. So then I've just always left it like that. So again, top three names going into the open, guys. Right, top three names with 3 minutes to go: BJDX, EQ, and ENTO. Right. The question is, which one will give us the boomski? Like you. Some people are very annoying. uh, so someone messaged me in the email and they're like, "Hey, I need help." I'm like, "Okay, what do you need help with?" They're like, "Oh, I enjoy watching the content." And then I'm like, "Okay." Like, sometimes when like you're messaging, just because then that's been an email that's gone back and forth for like 3 days now, and there's like now they're like, "Oh, how do you like it?" I'm like, "Dude, we needed help." Like, so I'm just gonna kindly ignore that now. Rubbish. Okay, I'm just opening up all of my other stuff here. BJDX. Here we go. Why do I feel like my mouse is like not working as it should today? This is already annoying. Why can't this stuff happen on the weekend, So I can fix it before getting on stream. It's like, oh, you're about to stream? Okay. uh, good morning, Alan. Hello. It's okay for you to be wrong. Joseph, good morning. Mayhem, good morning. Anthony, good morning. La 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 la. 20 to 30 years now. We've been running together for 20 to 30 years. Yeah. Yeah. Somehow I feel like, maybe that age is a little off. Anyways, BJDX looks like we're about to maybe pop here, but again, it's still really early. Alrighty, still really early here. Good morning, Queen Patricia. Good morning. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So, uh, there's nothing wrong with waiting for the market to kind of relax at the open. Why does it seem like it's frozen? You can see the bits moving, but it's not doing much. EQ, your main resistance is $1.20 for now, so this thing needs to clear that 120 already. ENTO retesting the bottom of the range. So ENTO again, close 53 cents like we mentioned earlier, right? The white line at the bottom, that 200 EMA, it's holding that for now, which is good. So there goes a nice little pop for EQ, right? So there goes 60 cents. ENTO. So again, one of the favorites for now. One of the favorites. Just it's been a good run, Larry. I like it. So this looks good for now, right? ENTO, one of the top. EQ is also looking very good. So we're testing the highs of the day. We just made brand new highs for EQ, right? So the only downside to this is we, for the most part, expect these candles at the open, right? For the most part, we expect the chaotic candles at the open. So we need to start creating levels and holding, and then we can go from there. We can pick out some of these names. BJDX obviously is the third name on the list, and BJDX also looks good, right? So the top three names we're paying attention to for now all look good. I 140 Musty, sell them, Musty. This is why we wanted BJDX to dip a little bit closer to 160 because we knew it had this potential, right? Look at it pop. So that looks good. Something isn't quite working today. Here we go, BJDX. Type yes in the chat if you're holding BJDX. Bull is also popping there. Nice. Yes, Yogi. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, that was a beautiful test of the 200 EMA, right? Especially when it's done it twice in the past, right? History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. So you do it twice, we're kind of interested, right? So nice little pop here. Now, obviously, we're in a supply zone, so be careful. And we also just opened 3 minutes ago, so just be cautious. But this looks very good, very good. BJDX, I like it a lot, right? Again, just be mindful that you're testing a supply zone, right? And the market just opened. Sometimes we see like candles that look amazing, and then 2 seconds later, we're like, oh, what the hell, right? Look at EQ. EQ looked amazing, and EQ is halted down now. So that 120 was just too strong for EQ, right? Too strong. ENTO, the other one's still looking good as well. Alrighty. So ENTO looks good, and BJDX is fighting the supply zone now. Just be aware. Obviously, you're testing another supply zone now. Resistance 215ish to 220 for this one for BJDX. Cool. There you go. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I just want to see a higher low on this. Yeah, the stream for some reason isn't. Let me know if you see any issues with the stream. For some reason, it's not working. But okay, there we go. It's finally working now. Just had to complain. Come on. This 115, 120 for BJDX. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just again, just be careful. We're approaching that pre-market high, right? So just be cautious there. No, 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 no. Love it. That's a very good scalp, Jimmy. Well done. I like that a lot. So there's a reason why we liked BJDX, right? It just looked interesting, interesting, interesting. Looked very interesting. ENTO still looking good to me as well. This one's super, super slow for some reason, but it's done the exact same thing. Right? So support 200 EMA bounce. Beautiful. EQ, the third name that we like, is still halted down here. So pop, no halt. No breakout. So more of a wait and see at that point. Right? Let's go, Josh. How you enjoying? Josh is never coming back, guys. Never coming back. When should I buy in chat? Elias, come join us in Discord. June, well done. Look at the members making money, Elias. What are you waiting for? 178 out at 218. Beautiful. Good. Again, look at this, right? You guys are selling at beautiful spots. No greed, nothing, 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 right? So we see resistance at the top. You don't want to get too greedy. I don't think it's done yet. It probably isn't done yet, right? But again, when the market's opening, you want to really trust the resistance levels, at least initially. You really want to trust them, right? You really, really want to trust those resistance levels at the open. Because look at what's happening now. If you didn't sell this thing at 220, 215, well, you lost 15 cents. And we probably will go back up there, cup and handle. But again, what if we don't? That's the problem. What if we do not? Right? What if we don't? That's the downside. There goes ENTO, right? ENTO is the third name we like. And here it's like, hey, my turn, my turn, my turn, right? My turn. I want to go too. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So you also have a double top on this one. I really hate that this mouse is acting up. Acting up. So 68 to 70 cents here is going to be your obstacle for this one. Alrighty. EQ has been halted a while now. Maybe we just feel like it just feels like it's forever, you know? It's 3 a.m. in the morning, Josh. Oh wow. Okay. Get back to bed, Josh. Shut it down. Have a good night, Josh. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. Yeah, from 175 Yogi, 215, beautiful scalp. Beautiful scalp. Right? So BJDX is still playing with $2. I hmm. Wonder if this is like a battery issue or if it's just like a mouse issue. Because this is gonna get old really quickly. Let's go. Thank you. Yeah, unhalted. BJDX bounced back to 215, right? Like I said, I don't think this one's done yet. BJDX. But that's not how you make decisions, right? You make decisions with the information you have and then you go from there. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? Yeah, Michelle, I know. Michelle, check your DM. Don't make me find you. Don't make me find you. Because I will find you. Check your DM. There we go, 215. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on. uh, Come on. The S&P is getting slapped, but still green for the day though. So I'm almost filling a gap, retesting the 200 EMA. BTC is trying to curl up the bottom here. So I like when BTC is above 120. You know, nothing below, please. If you're still watching EQ, you have a lot of room all the way down to watch 90 cents. If that doesn't hold, you're looking for 80, right? That'll be your last dip level. So 85, 90, and then 80 cents there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, I like it, Tony. I like it. This is exactly what we want, right? We don't want slowness. We want boom skis, BJDX. We want violence. So we keep going back to that $2.15 and failing. And here we go again, 215. Yeah, BMNR. BMNR is gonna go down in history as a hot trade's greatest stonk, you know. Anyways, we need to bring on more CEOs because that was fun. That was a lot of fun. BMNR. There's $60. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, beautiful. Have you bought those dipskis? So these guys are again officially the biggest holder of ETH. So yeah, that's cool. And look at that, right? BJDX just keeps failing there. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Look at this, right? So that candle was a little flash into the 190s there, then back above. But again, you have a problem above $2, 215, 220. So no one should be buying that thing up there. No one, no one, no one. Alrighty. 195. ENTO is just playing with the view up now, it seems. We need something to actually break out, you know? Everything looks okay. Nothing's actually breaking out. Uh, well, unless you're looking at BMNR, but that's a bit more on the expensive side, right? So ENTO needs to break above 68 and then push for that 70 cents. BTC is above 120 now, which is good. Makes you feel all nice and tinkly, you know? Yeah. BJDX needs to get back above 215, 220 for the breakout. If not, we're going to go back and retest the 170s. And then let me pull up some more names here. Figma. Figma's back. Figma says, hey guys, I'm coming back. I'm back. $83. Nice pump. Nice pump. And then Weibo. $16. $16. I like it. Obviously, we liked Weibo closer to 14, especially closer to $10. That was nice. So, why, Dan? Do you have puts? Sound is over 15 now as well, Michelle. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. BMNR is not stopping though. Back to back above 61 here. So ENTO is really looking for that break of 68 cents. So let's see if this time we can. For some reason, I have an alert for ENTO at 75 cents. Not sure why. Ooh, GMHS. Zero borrow. Yup, there it is. Yup, yup, yup. Yeah. Yep. I think looking at that zero borrow scanner in Discord is a really good thing, guys. Because the names on there seem to do really well. There we go. 71 ENTO. ENT. Ooh, look at that pop. Look at that pop. Look at that pop, guys. So a high of 78 cents. Right, so we like this one for a reason. Nice little pop there. The only thing of the top three that hasn't had a pop yet, which it did at the open, EQ, right? EQ had its pop at the open. So the three names we like, they've all done okay, right? Nothing's gone crazy, but maybe ENTO is gonna go crazy. Again, you guys see why we tell you to sell at resistance, right? You see why? You know, sometimes we will complain though, like, hey, I sold this thing and it broke out and I kept going. That's not the problem. That is not the problem. The problem is not the one or two times you sell a stock at resistance and it keeps going. The problem is the one time you don't, right? And it crashes to the abyss. So when you see resistance, especially when like the candles are clearly warning you and they're just failing and failing and failing, sometimes just take the gains, right? We can come back in cheaper if we need to, but um, stuff like this is a bit on the obvious side, right? Sniper, well done. Make those monies. Make the monies. So when you see criminals like Yogi selling, then then you know. Then you know. Alrighty. So Weibo looks good. See if we can get above $17. $17. So we mentioned 90 cents, right, for EQ. So let's see what happens here at 90 cents. If not, we're looking for that 200 EMA at 80 cents. So testing the first level there for now. And BJDX, maybe that thing wants to come back all the way down and retest the demand zone again. Alrighty. Well done, Floyd. Give me a high five. I like it a lot. Well done. I can see your entry too. I can see your entry, and it's a beautiful entry, right? I can see exactly what you've done there, and that's exactly what we talked about. So good job. I like that a lot. So if you're not a gold member, guys, and you're struggling with entries and exits, I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes it is pretty simple when you're looking for entries. Sometimes it's pretty simple. So, like I say, sign up for gold for a month. That knowledge will never leave you, right? And then you don't have to ask questions like, "How do I know when to buy?" I don't know. Anyways, BMNR brand new highs of the day. Michelle, are you in this one? Are you in BMNR with Tom Lee? There we go. All the dips. Yeah, because I can see a smile all the way from here. All the way from here. Love it. So we talked about that 5450 breakout for BMNR, right? From the Sunday watch list. The sympathy play to this one is SBET, right? SBET. Those guys are buying a whole bunch of ETH as well, but these guys are the biggest, right? So if this one keeps going, at some point SBET will continue to follow, right? There we go. Up $1,500. Let's go, Michelle. High five. Yeah. See, Tom Lee's better than Elon, isn't he? He is, even if you don't agree. BJDX is looking for a bit of a higher low here. So again, we're not done with this one yet just because we're dipping. We just had to warn that this level was a problem, right? But we're clearly not done with this yet. Right? So we're gonna keep an eye on that. EQ still holding that 90 cents. ENTO looks fine to me, right? You just have resistance at 75, so we need to close above 75 cents here, and then push into the 80s. Alrighty, so as much as we push to 77, we need to close above 75 and then push up. Cool, cool. And then BMNR is yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Here we go. 75 pennies. BJDX is still playing with $1.90 here. And EQ is holding that 90 cents as well, right? So 90 and then 80 cents, but it looks like we're holding the first level. The reason why we're looking at those two levels is because you always look left, right? So one was a breakout resistance level, the other one was a retest level, right? So it's holding at the top of the range there for EQ. Alrighty, and then obviously we have the 200 EMA to connect the 80 cent level as well. Alrighty, cool, 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 cool. And BJDX, ILO there for now. There goes SBET. SBET with a bit of a pop. We mentioned this one earlier as well. It was on the on the short scanner, GMHS, right? So again, if you don't pay attention to to that scanner in Discord, you should. It's called the Zero Borrow. This one was posted there a few times, right? So if you do not pay attention to that scanner, you should. This thing again was posted in Discord in the morning, and it just sat there all morning, right? Just did nothing, and then now look, boom, right? So the scanners, it's the channel is called Zero Borrow Scanner in Discord, right? Underneath the Trend Vision stuff. So if you do not follow that, it was posted a few times this morning at 2 a.m., at 5:30, right? And it's done quite well. So I'm gonna tag you guys in there, right? So, and it's not one of those alerts that we can say, "Oh my gosh, we missed it." Ha ha ha. No. No, it wasn't. It wasn't missed, right? It was not missed. This thing wasn't doing anything. For the first 3 hours, it was posted in there. So nice bump. I would be taking some gains though. The closer you get to 230 there, already. Okay, perfect. No, 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 no. Yeah, again, if you're not a member in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Sign up for the legend level. Come join us, because you're missing out. Alrighty. I think yeah. PM Cook 2. Yup. Yup. There goes BJDX approaching $2 again. As soon as we say that, it's like, no, I shy. Back to the low 190s, right? But holding up, ENTO couldn't break above that 75 cents, right? Too much resistance, too much stalling, and then slapped. Again, good job, Floyd, on this one. Well done. Very happy with that scalp there. Congratulations. Okay, now we want to see BJDX back above $2. We want to see it. We want to see it. There you go. So yeah, that supply zone, the closer you get to 230 there, you almost want to take some gains. Unless we create a higher low again for GMHS. Names like this, you want to treat them as scalps, right? With stuff like this, you want to treat it as a scalpy play, like in and out, right? Because it's going to be volatile, and also there's not a real catalyst here other than shorts. Shorts is not a real catalyst other than for that, for scalping. So for now, it still looks fine. Just make sure that you're watching it really closely if you're in a position. Cool. BJDX, there we go. Finally, right? So, like I said, this one isn't done yet, right? We know this thing isn't done, right? It just has too much resistance at 215. So, nice little pop from the bottom, right? Higher low, perfect. 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 Take what the chart gives you and get out. Exactly. Exactly. How you playing with SPY today, spikes? Still early? It might be too early still. What do I think about EQ? I mean, I think EQ is okay as long as we stay above 90 cents here. If not, we're going to 80 cents. Already. It's been sitting there for quite some time now. It just doesn't have the volume, which is interesting. So will the volume actually kick in? I don't know. Here goes GMHS again. Yeah, it is earlier. So let's see if we can break above this 230 resistance here and then push for 250. And we're failing again there, but it's fighting. $2.30. And another fail. So yeah, it needs to break above this level and close, and then you're looking for 250. BJDX still fighting with that supply zone. Would be nice if that thing would just break out, and just send it. ENTO is testing that 50 EMA and holding for now, so watch 63 cents there for support. And a retest as well for BMNR. EQ is just chilling here at 90 cents. I think better hold, otherwise people are going to panic. It's one thing to hold support, but you almost want to be bouncing off that support. Otherwise, people panic like as soon as it breaks below. The hard part about learning is that you want to jump into trading, Hassan. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. And there's so many names like that you potentially could be jumping into, right? But the issue with that as well is lack of strategy. So it's kind of twofold. Well done, Tony. Yeah, yeah, there he is. Come on, Tony's having steak already today. You got in at 190 out of 209. Love it, love it, love it. So you guys are scalping BJDX basically, right? So I still think out of all the names, this one might be the most promising, but we are at resistance, right? So we're just keeping an eye out for the breakout. EQ, like I said, as long as EQ is holding that bottom there, it's okay, right? So EQ is holding that 90 cents there. So we 90 cents back to 94. Nothing crazy, slow and steady, right? Nothing crazy. No, 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 no. There we go. So see if we can actually push, push, push. EQ, EQ, EQ. Come on. 95 cents is not good enough. So obviously we know that 230 is a problem for GMHS. So that level needs to be broken. EQ needs Jesus at this point. BJDX, the chart is kind of telling. So every time we get to this level, you want to be taking gains, right? Otherwise, you just lose the gains for no reason because it's obviously resistance, right? So it's one thing to sit there and pray for a breakout. It's another thing to look at monies and be like, hey, monies, I'll take it later. You know what I mean? So I do like, and I do think we're going to break out. I like how we're getting higher lows, but that's not how trading works, right? The analogy we've used is if I give you breakfast, you eat the breakfast, right? You don't say, hey, can I save this for dinner? Because I'm going to have lunch, dinner, and breakfast at the same time. Can I save it? No, it doesn't work like that, right? Sometimes when you see food, you eat the food. Otherwise, you show up for dinner and the rats ate the food. The rats. So I still think with this chart looks good, right? It's still giving us higher lows. You can tell that BJDX is wanting to break out. So if you're confident, you could always stay and hope that we break out. Dan. Come on, 210. Break, 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 everybody. Break, 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 break. Break, 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 break. We need something to break out at least. So again, this supply zone is a problem. And Virus? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Here we go, 209. Yeah, we keep pushing into that supply zone now, and there's a lot of selling pressure coming in there. Again, I still think we're going to push it. Right? There we go, 210. Going once, 212. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. 213. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Bluebird? Yeah, Bluebird. There we go, 214, 215. Yeah, you can do it. Right? So, like I said, I don't think this one's done. And if anything's going to break out, it's going to be this one. It has the most potential. But at the same time, make decisions based on technicals, right? And we clearly have a lot of problems. Look at that. Look at that, right? So we clearly have a lot of problems here, right? A lot of problems. So you make decisions based on the information you have, not on hopes, right? So again, BJDX, at some point we need to break out if we want to cook. EQ is still playing with 90 cents, right? ENTO is holding that 50 EMA really nicely, which is good. So 63 is holding. And BMNR, this one's going to be a beast for a long time probably, right? And then GMHS, no surprises here, right? The resistance is quite clear. So, like I keep telling you guys, the charts, it's like reading a storybook, right? It's like reading a storybook. You know, it's very rare, in my opinion. It's so rare for a stock to just crash. It's so rare, right? There are occasions where like there's crazy volatility, like massive green candles, massive red candles, but it's very rare for a stock to just go down. Very rare, in my opinion, right? Usually there's a story. Usually it's like, hey, I'm here. Nope, not breaking. Next candle, I'm here again, not breaking. I'm here again, I'm here again, I'm here again, right? A whole bunch of candles. This is what we call the T Rex, right? And then people start to say, I don't like this anymore. Why is it sitting there? How come it's not breaking? Why is there a red zone, right? And then all of a sudden we start to go down, right? And then you're like, I wanted to sell. I didn't know it was gonna go down. And then I'm looking at you like, okay, did you see all those candles stalling there? What did you think was gonna happen? Christmas was gonna come? What did you think? Yeah. Missed earnings. Seems like a good opportunity though, Michelle. Kathy Woods bought a whole bunch. BJDX also is getting slapped, right? Back to the 190, right? But is the story here though, too, guys? As much as we're sitting here and hoping, is the story here? The story is there, right? Yeah. Yep. That 112 retest for Bitcoin was beautiful. Beautiful. We talked about this last week or the week before that, right? Right? Look at this chart for BTC. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the daily because the 4 hour is too messy. Look at this. Look at that chart we posted last week in Discord. That's BTC on the daily. Right? The circles are still there. Look at that beautiful chart. Whew. Look at that beauty. Right? Perfection. And Bitcoin's done this so many times. Right? No, 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 no. Yeah, so that was beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Yep. So if you bought the Bitcoin retest, yeah, you're glad you did. You are happy you did. Happy you did. So obviously now Bitcoin pushed all the way to that double top, right? Question now is what happens? ENTO is back into the 70s. Yep. Right. So good test. Next resistance 75 cents still. BJDX is going to be an annoying stock today because it's going to keep going up and down. EQ again. EQ still holding that 90 cents, right? So let's see if we can continue to stay above that 90 cents. Anybody holding EQ in the chat? That thing is so annoying. Uh, did I say 190? No, 90 cents. Jimmy, 93. Yeah. Ivy, yeah. So a whole bunch of you guys are. It just needs to break out. I think that's a really good entry, right? I think 90 cents is a beautiful entry, right? It's holding really well. The question is, will it break out? And that's sometimes the problem with trading. Has the problem with trading sometimes is, our job is to find a good spot, right? Not to predict what the stock is going to do. So I think you guys have all done a good job of the entry. The question is, will the volume come in? And the answer is yes for now, 97 cents, right? So it's slowly pushing up, right? Which is good, right? Your job is to pick a good level. There goes 99 cents, right? And you've done an excellent job of that. The only question is, how high do we go? Right? So watch that $1 resistance at the VWAP, right? So let's see if we can break above a dollar. $1, $1. So we hit a high of 99 cents for now. So here we go. Come on. There we go. 99 going once. 99. $1. 103. Ooh. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 105. Beautiful, guys. Well done, Jimmy. Well done. Well done. Boom skis. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a good spot, wasn't it? That's a very good spot. I think you guys pumped it. As soon as we started to talk about EQ pumped. What's the is it a coincidence? I think not. I think you guys are criminals. Tony, I like it. Good. Good, 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 good. No, 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 no. There we go. Beautiful. 107, guys. Beautiful. Come on, keep going. Keep going, EQ. We don't mind, We don't mind at all. This is what yeah, Jericho. We don't mind. Again, the closer we get to 110 to 120 though, just be careful, right? Yeah, be careful. So 110 to 120, there's a lot of resistance there. Be careful. BJDX is still playing with 190 to $2, so clearly it's not, trash yet. BMNR, like I said, this one's gonna be a monster for a long time. GMHS, pretty sure we warned about this one, right? Be careful at 230. There's no catalyst here other than shorts. That's not good enough to hold long, 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 right? So this one's meant to be a scalp, and when you see the warning signs, you run. Alrighty. So don't sit there and pray, because your prayers will not be answered. Alrighty. God is gonna say, "Congratulations, you played yourself." Levels, virus levels. Let's go. Let's go. Again, if you scalped EQ, type yes in the chat. Exactly, Dan. Yeah. Yeah, God is gonna say congratulations in a DJ Khaled voice, Congratulations. You played yourself. Let's go, Yogi. Amy, Salat, I like it a lot. Well done, guys. Right? Again, this is one of those things where you see a stock sitting at support, it's really consolidating, you take a gamble, right? And you put a stop loss right below. Easy, easy peasy, right? Not every trade you take is gonna work out. It's just not, right? Not every trade is going to work out. But sometimes when you see a stock holding 90 cents, you can say, you know what? Maybe I'm going to buy 91, 92, 90 cents, right? I'm going to put a stop loss at 89, 88. What am I risking? 5 cents? It's not a big deal, right? So, and then you get rewarded. So, Chris, that's a very good scalp. Good job. Good job. Weren't you up 140% though, Musty, on that other thing? What did you get into that dumped? So if we want to run again, we need to break this downtrend for EQ. Alrighty, and then we can push for 120. So we have that downtrend there to play around with. The downtrend. You mean EQ? Um, I don't understand. The only time to buy EQ was closer to 90 cents. That's the only time. Right? A, B, C, D, E. I'll take a look in a second. I just want to see what EQ does here. I want to see breakout. I want to see boom booms. 106. 107. There's a nice little block there at 107. Nice block at 107. Someone's selling the shares. 107. Oh, if you got it, it would have dumped to 80 cents. Well, that doesn't count. That doesn't count, Musty. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, it's one of those things that you take the risk every time sometimes. If that makes sense. They should, Michelle. Yeah, there usually is nothing that you should be doing. Usually shouldn't be. Should you pump it again, Tony? No, not yet. Unless we break above 108, then yeah, pump it to 120. For now, clearly it's resistance, right? So not yet, Tony. Save the money. Save the monies for now. We'll come back to you later. We need you to pump Bitcoin to brand new highs though. Yeah. Friday, just make sure you stay green though. Musty, stay green. Especially if the closer we get to midweek, the more you want to close those. Yeah, look at EQ, guys. EQ just got slapped, right, Tony? That's why we say save your monies, because EQ looked sus, right? But it does again. What's the theme of the day, guys? The theme of today is storybook. Okay, so it's not. Is it a coincidence that we're dropping back to 90 cents? It better not be, right? The story was right here. That's the story, right? So usually, it's very rare that a stock just crashes for no reason. It's like, hey, I'm warning you, T-Rex, 1 candle fail, 2 candle fail, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. What are you gonna do, right? And then slap. So surprise, surprise, no, don't get greedy, right? The stock is halted down. So yeah. Alrighty. We take the message, we accept the message, and we move on. Alrighty, we're not here to invest in these companies. We're here to scalp the monies and run away. See, Tony, you saved your money on the other one, and now we're back above 120. Yeah, we just need you to push it to 123, Tony, for BTC. Alrighty, sound easy enough? Good. Spy's back to green for the day, at least for now. So clearly, it's not sure which way it wants to go. Clearly not sure. ENTO doesn't look quite dead yet, right? Still holding about the 200 EMA, so not done yet. Jaden, good. 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 Yeah, either you're taking profits or you're moving your stop loss up on those plays. Because we don't need anybody holding bags this morning. Alrighty? No bags. Say no to bags. Watch BJDX for a run after 2 p.m. Why 2 p.m.? Shorts? Let's go. Come on, have a stop. Don't be Jaden broke, please. You hear that? Say it again. Have a stop. Don't be Jaden broke. Okay?
Jaden has $1 bill, 1 quarter, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Jaden broke.
Let's go. Thank you very much for the super chat, Jaden. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't be Jaden broke, please. Have a stop loss. Jaden broke no more, Pyro. Broke no more because of a stop loss. Right? So when you see warning signs on names like these, right? Take the monies or move your stop loss up. BJDX, again, we keep saying how this one isn't done yet. It's because it's holding above that 200 EMA. So let's hope we can get back above $2. Yeah, Eric. I like it. We are consolidating a bit here for GMHS though, right? So a little bit of consolidation there off $1.80. So let's see if we can keep holding that level. Alrighty, cool. Let me pull up AUUD. This one was on the watch list from the weekend, right? Up 22%, nothing too crazy. It had a nicer run in early in the morning though. So for now, it's just holding $3.15, Eric. Chris, sounds good. Let's go back to BJDX though. Here we go again. Another fight. Another fight. It is nice that this thing keeps coming back though, isn't it? So it's nice that it keeps fighting. It needs to do something better than that though. I'm new. The new trader education. I'll just spend today watching and reading everything in that. Hassan, yeah, absolutely, do that. Right. If you didn't spend the weekend doing that, you should definitely be. I think you should have done that over the weekend. And if you did, good. If not, hear these words. You are a slacker. Do better. I'm kidding, Hassan. Alrighty. So yeah, spend time in there. And then paper trade. And then give yourself time. You will cook. Cool. Don't worry about the monies will. The monies will come. Yeah. My goodness, why is there so much red up there? Why? Men's is halted up. Men's. And Figma is pushing for the highs again. Men's. Not sure what's happened there, but and EQ is unhalted. For some reason, my stuff is really slow to load. I know nothing about what you're talking about. Why is that so slow? Anyways, yeah, so EQ is unhalted, guys, and it's below 90 cents, right? So if it's not consolidating, we don't like it, right? So this is the same thing. Like people will always ask, like, but I thought there was support at 90 cents. It doesn't matter, right? So maybe this is a bit of a lesson, right? This is a really good lesson, actually. So when we say the support at a specific level, you need to also make sure that we are holding that level, right? So this is why sometimes I'm against people just putting orders at a specific level and waiting, like, oh, but there's support at this level, right? So that means I can just put an order there and wait. Not necessarily, right? So it really depends how we get to a level, right? If you look at the first time we got to 90 cents, look at the way we're just chilling at 90 cents and holding and confirming, right? There's no selling pressure and there's a little bit of buying, right? A little bit, just a little bit, right? But there's no selling at 90 cents, right? Whereas the second time we get there, it's like, oh, never mind, we're at 85 cents, right? But you can see the candles just piercing below, right? So, and same thing goes for resistance. Just because I say there's resistance at a specific level doesn't mean you have to sell it at that level, right? It needs to be confirmed, right? And you can see the confirmation up here, right? You can see it. So it's like a story. You read the story and then you decipher the message. And then you're like, okay, this is what the story is telling me. Do I like the story or do I not like the story? Back to BJDX. Let's go, Andy. Figma? Yeah, Figma has been nice this morning. Does that make sense, though, guys? When it comes to support, consolidation, resistance, all of that stuff, does that make sense or no? Do I need to explain that a bit more? Let me know if you have any questions. Come on, BJDX. Stop playing games here with us. 207. We need boom booms. Why does Bitcoin keep going above and below 120? BTC, we don't have time for your rubbish. Okay, there we go. Just looking at some of these other stocks. Some of these other stocks. AMD. AMD. Wiggles. I like how you call it Wiggles now. Wiggles, Wang and Lee. Yeah, for some reason BJDX really hates this level. Like hates. AMD. Yeah, AMD looks nice. You know, a little bit of bribery virus. You know, just a little bribe for AMD and NVDA, right? They're like, hey, you know, just we slip 15% under the table. Anyways, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, NVIDIA and AMD agreed to pay the US government 15% of the chip sales to China. Just just a little 15%, No, that's good though. Right? That's good. Now pump it. Ah, just a little bit of monies. Yeah. AJG Pops. Good morning, a new subscriber. New to investing, I want to open a Roth IRA today with a VOO. Would you recommend just putting the max 7K or setting a drip repeat this yearly? I like the plan a lot, AGJ. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I think you should do that, but I think you should. What I think you should do is you're gonna continuously do this, like every year, anyways. I think take half of the monies and put it in, right? Then leave the $3,500 in cash, and then slowly put it in. Every time we get a little bit of a dip, because we're obviously pushing for all-time highs, I think it's gonna feel good. Regardless, long term you're gonna be fine. Even if you put it all in, I think you're gonna be happy, right? You're gonna be happy, but I think there's a level of like excitement when you have some monies to buy the dips, right? Because there's 5 months left in the year, right? So I would recommend that you put you leave some cash in there to keep putting it in. So maybe I would take, like, if I was me, I would maybe take $3,000 and put it in. Then you have $4,000 to put it every time we dip, right? Every time we dip. The reason I say that is because the market gave us, like, a blessing of a dip in April, right? Now every little dip we get, they're buying it up. So it almost seems like they just want to keep pumping the markets. But at some point we're gonna dip. The question is when? At 550? At 660? At 640? 650? 4 months? That's all we have left? Well, I mean, this month just started the virus, so you can't count this month yet. So AJ, that's what I would do. Ready? But I think that's an excellent decision. Excellent decision. Yeah, EQ still dropping. Yeah, that thing has room to closer to 80 cents, right? ENTO clearly is not dead yet either. AJ, you're very welcome. Yeah, very welcome. And if you have any other questions, let us know. Let us know. I mean, AJ, if you need some, you need some more. You could buy a little bit of, you could if that was me, I would I would I would put $1,000 in into some iBits as well. Some that covers the whole market, and some BTC as well. You know, that's what I would do. That's just me though. Pizza. Good morning, pizza. Uh, yeah. Earlier, in CXAI 1475 in the yeah virus, in the bottom feed, or like in the chat, Pyro. Yeah, I missed it. There you go. It won't let you post in there. Hmm. I need to check that. I need to check. Alrighty, let's see here. BJDX. This one's still fighting the good fight. We needed to fight Hada though. Hada. Yeah, maybe this thing will really just play games like this and go sideways. This is kind of giving me like PAPL vibes from last week, where we had that pop at the open, then we kind of played games all day and then popped again at the end. Right? So we'll see. For now, don't think it's done yet. Right? That doesn't mean I'd be buying this damn thing at resistance, because clearly we know this is a problem, right? So if you're buying up there, you're just asking for trouble. Just asking for it. Just asking for it. Uh, yeah, we need Dan to make that phone call to Nancy Pelosi. But like I said, in that supply zone, that's not the level I'd be buying at. Alrighty. So we need to break out. Someone seems to be buying the dipskis though. Like every time we get a fat nasty candle, it pops back up. But then also every time we go up there, it fails. EQ still trying to curl here. Kind of don't like what it's doing now, but it's holding that 200 EMA. And AMD is just an absolute beast. An absolute beast. So an absolute beast. And the virus is smiling again. Run away, la 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 la, la 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 la. 215 sniper. Is that your second or third trade? Is that your second or third trade? Or your because I don't think it's your first trade, right? No, shouldn't be. Because if it is, I'm gonna find you. I will find you. 95 pyro. Oof, beautiful. David Bailey plans on $1 billion purchase of BTC. SBET, we mentioned SBET, guys. SBET is the sympathy play, right? So again, SBET is the sympathy play to BMNR, right? So this is looking good as well. Alrighty. So that break of $25 was nice. Um, so good push there. There we go. So for those of you that could not get into BMNR, right, you could have gone into SPED instead. But BMNR is clearly the king, though. The king. It's the main play. So 68 dollars. Michelle, how green are you now? Green, green. BJDX is still just chilling here, guys. I like it. I like it. I like it. Ah, that's a good response. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Here we go, 208. Come on, BJDX. We don't want to wait till the end of the day for the booms, you know. Jason, what's your question for ENTO? What's your question? Let me know. I like it. I think it, it's not done yet. Like I said earlier, as long as we stay above this 200 EMA, it's not done. We do have a lot of resistance though at 75 cents, so we need to break above that before it can go boom skis again. Alrighty, so everything just seems to be playing with resistance here, except for the ETH names that are cooking. Well done, Run Run. Well done. Good scalp. Well done. There we go. There we go. BMNR is like, nope, not stopping, guys. Not stopping. Not stopping. Sound 16. Monies. 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 ENTOs are really looking for that 75 cents. Really looking for it. 72 cents. BJDX back to 210. One of these times, like you're gonna have such a fat green candle here or a fat red candle in this range here. Ooh, Eric, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 25 is beautiful, right? We posted that on Sunday, right? Last night. Like, hey, SBET is the sympathy play to BMNR. If that thing breaks 25, that's your signal, right? If we can break and hold $25, that's your signal. And that was a perfect breakout. That this is the level, right? This was the breakout right there. And we never look back after that break above $25. And then boom, skis. So 25 to $28. Let's see if we can clear 28 and then start running. Let's go, Floyd. Look at the goat cooking. Look at that goat. Floyd, have a wonderful rest of the day. See you later. Ready? Cooking. Do, do, do. Boom skis is right, Eric. Do, do, do. La, na, 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 na. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. There we go. Tony, you better not crash it. We will find you. We will find you. Today's a bit of a cooking day, isn't it? I like it. It doesn't seem like we're getting anything, nothing going crazy, but still, there are opportunities all over the place. Sometimes that's all you can ask for, Sometimes that's all you can ask for. Here comes $28 for SBET. I like it. I like it. I like it. If anyone can crash SBET, is me. No, no one can crash it. No one. No one. No one. Unless they want to crash it themselves. Yeah, get it above 28, Tony. That's the resistance. $28. I don't know who hates BJDX, but someone has a problem with this thing actually breaking out. But I have a feeling it eventually will. Whoever's doing that, they better pray because that thing is coming. But it's coming. They better pray. Here we go. 212. You can do it. You can do it. 1 penny at a time. 213. Yeah. Every time we get to like 214, 215, someone's like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. And you can see a big block show up. But they better pray because the shorts are about to be entered. 214. Here we go. 217. Here we go. They better pray. There we go. 230. Just be careful with candles like that, though, please. Be careful with candles like that. Boom skis. The shorts better pray because we are coming for them. Coming for them. Yeah. 222. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. We need to close above 220 before we're ready for a big push, though. Alrighty. So we need to close above this level here, and then we might just be ready to start cooking. If you're still in BJDX, type yes in the chat. If you're still in BJDX, type yes in the chat. Doo-doo. Pizza. Yeah, you can clearly tell though, like we have a problem up there, right? But I do like the way that this thing has held the bottom of the range and it just kept fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, right? There's something to be said for that. It's like the mouse eating the cheese, right? Eventually we break through the resistance. Let's go, Gary. You're waiting for AMC to get to 1 million? Eventually. BMNR is hitting brand new highs at $69. 69. So again, the biggest holder of ETH. This should be Gary's favorite stock. Gary, this should be your favorite stock because you like ETH. So the biggest holder is cooking here today. So those dips in the 40s and 30s, they look really nice now, huh? SBET is the second one. I'm not sure if it is the second. I'm really not sure. But this is the main sympathy play, right? They bought a whole bunch of ETH again today, S bet. So that looks good. Bitcoin is looking better. SPY is on drugs. It's just confused. And then BJDX is finally rewarding the, yeah. Well done, DNA. Good job. And yeah, I do, Gary. Yeah. It's been years now. Years. So we're looking to really close above that 220 level and then consolidate. Love it. No. There we go. So you can clearly tell like where we have resistance. So it's not a surprise. 192 out at 228. Well done, Dirt. I like it. When are you gonna become a member, Dirt? Take some of that money. Come join us. Come join us. It's always good to see Gary, huh? Gary's a hot trades gem. Yeah. Hopefully, there you go. So BJDX needs that breakout. Michelle, is your fantasy team ready, or you're just waiting for like the end to fix it? Promise, I'm not roasting. I'm just asking. Like, is it ready? 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 Why are you laughing? What's funny? 57 out of 68, Daryl. Congratulations. Well done. Give me a high five. Yeah. It's not even started. What were you doing this weekend? What did you do this weekend? Of the 48 hours, including Friday, what did you do? Unbelievable. Support at 27. No, like I said, resistance at 28, not support. You might have a bit of support closer to 2650, but at the lake. Okay, fine. Let's go, Gary. Good to see you. Pizza, what were you doing? Fixing your fantasy team. Spies are not helping BTC there, that's for sure. Anyways, we don't really care for now. Back to BJDX. to Here we go. I want to see more boomskis. What channel does the voice scanner post in now? Same channel. Yeah, so you can kind of tell though, right? We still have that same resistance here for BJDX. Uh, yeah. So you can see that resistance, right? So that shouldn't be a surprise, right? So some profit taking, no entries at that spot, please. Alrighty. Michelle, are you in? You're gonna play this year though, because those guys were asking, right? Just in case they want to replace your spot with somebody else, right? So let me know though. Alrighty. That's why I keep bugging you because I don't. Let me know if you're actually going to play. Then they know that you're gonna pay for it and not replace your spot. Is all. Do, do, do. You're in? Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's do it. This year, maybe. Did you win a prize? I think actually no. I came right ahead of you, Michelle. I took your monies. Yeah, EQ's done a good job consolidating, right? So this is what I mean, right? Like you do not need to buy the drop. Wait for that consolidation, and there goes EQ back above 90 cents, right? So technically, we're still in that range, right? The last time we bounced ahead above the range. This time we bounced in the middle of the range. No, you didn't. Did you get a prize? You did. Maybe you did. Maybe you did win monies last year. So Peter won a lot of monies. Michelle won monies, and I won monies. Okay. Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah. So we all won monies last year in fantasy. That's cool. At least we got our monies back. uh, mm, 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 mm. Uh, yeah. So the all-in-one scanner is gone now already. So the all-in-one scanner is gone. All of the information is posted in Stock General, or you listen to the voice scanner in Discord. Alrighty. They're slapping, yeah, they're slapping BTC and slapping SPY. I mean, BTC is less of a slap, but slapping SPY to new lows of the day. Come on, Tony. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Yeah. Um. So send it to the same PayPal, Michelle. The one you sent. Yeah. So the PayPal is at Hot Trades. That's it. At Hot Trades. Make sure you send it. So Michelle, that's $125 this year. Make sure you send it as friends and family though, so I can send them all the monies. Because if you don't make sure, then I really don't get 125 to send it to them. QWERTY, yeah, so cool. Just have to put it in the background. Yeah, exactly. BBVH. Did you really? Oh yeah, BB. You signed up for the wrong level, so just go back and upgrade to the legend level. Alrighty. If you want to join us in Discord, upgrade to the legend level, please, and come join us. Yeah, 125 Canadian, Michelle. Yeah, so it's like 90 something for you. Yeah, yeah. And then I'll send that over to them, and then I'll send you the link to join in your DM in Discord. Hi, BB. So again, if you want to join us in Discord, click on the same link and upgrade to the legend level. Ready? What I would like to see now for BJDX is just a higher low. Just give us higher lows. I know, virus. I don't know what I was doing this weekend, but time just went by. Yeah. Uh, so you for now you're looking at $2 for now. Alrighty, and then all the way down to $1.84 ish dirt. You just joined. You joined the wrong level. You joined the sold out level. So if you want to join us in Discord, you have to click on the same link at the bottom of the chat and upgrade to Legend, BB. Alrighty. EQ still just playing games here in the middle. I think this has been the problem with this one is the lack of volume, except for the one time that we started talking about it off the bottom, and then you guys FOMOed and then it pumped. Right. Other than that, it needs a bit more volume to push. No, 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 no. Okay. Unusual volume scanner. Okay. Unusual volume. So BJDX still looks like the best name in the, BJDX still looks like the best name in the market. Michelle says, I paid you because I'm rich now. Let's go. I'm rich now. Click the link above your comment from Nightbot, BB. I click that link. I am rich now. Ah. Perfect, Michelle. Perfect. Dunskies. Someone will let them know. And then let me send that over. Because for some reason they don't have PayPal. I don't know why, but I'm gonna send your monies before I forget. So I can also just send you the link, Michelle, so I don't have to then you can join whenever you want, Okay. Okay, that's done. Let's go, wizard. Let's go. Let's Let's go. Let's go. Both of these ETH names are dropping now, right? BMNR is dropping from almost $70. SBET from that 28 resistance, right? Dropping. So, like I said, closer to 2650 is your support. Whoever was asking earlier. Um, okay, Michelle, I sent you the link as well. I'm not sure where should I upgrade to Legend. Click this link. That's your upgrade link. Alrighty, click that link. Yeah. Let's go, Blue Wings. Second green day in a row. Let's go. That's how it starts, you know? That's how it starts. And then you start rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Let's go. Love it. Mo Salah's so expensive. Yeah. I mean, he is the best player, has been. So, yeah. I don't know. Donovan is 4 for 4 today. Done. Let's go, Donovan. Well done. A lot of you guys are cooking today. I like it. Good morning, River. Yeah, to be expected though, right? It's still dropping there. So watch that left hand side potential support there if it can hold. Alrighty. So like I said, consolidation is key, right? So we talked about that $28 resistance, right? Consolidation is key. Ah, pizza. Yeah, EQ is slowly curling up the bottom. Slowly. It's gonna be the dollar. So it's gonna be that $1 level. You just changed your team again? Yeah, you're gonna be changing till like the very end, Peter. Gonna be changing. Gonna be changing till the very end. I usually do. Let me take a look at this one here. Doo, doo, doo. Why is some of these stocks so slow to load? From last year in there, my favorite player, Jackson. There we go. Come on, EQ. EQ's like, you guys forgot about me. Misha, yeah. Kunya. 95 now. Mine is 92, Peter. 92. Can you believe that? 92. Um, you upgraded to the next level, BB, right? You need to upgrade to legend. It says legend. Please. Pretty please. So we actually did make brand new highs there, huh? Hmm. Yeah, this one's still fighting. See, he couldn't go. Ah, Peter, you're so useless. And then $12. Yeah, we're keeping a close eye on this one if the volume ever kicks in, you know. PLDL. So this is one to, you know, for alerts more than anything else. More than anything else. La, 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 la. Good night. Here we go. Okay, back to BJDX here. Why is BJDX so slow, guys? Somebody tell me. Cunha. Okay. Where should you go for legend? The same place you just went to. You just have to upgrade to legend, not the sold out 2. All right, you upgraded to the sold out 2 instead of clicking on legend. So go back to the same link. It's gonna try. It's not charging you any extra. It's just charging you the difference. So just go back to the same link. Scroll down. There's a level that says legend. So upgrade to legend. BJDX. So that 220 230 range is still a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's like one of those slow but good days, you know. Like it's slow, but it's not like you still have opportunities, right? Like a lot of you guys have made monies today. For example, if you're green for the day, type yes in the chat. Yeah, Michelle, once the market closes, maybe you have a whole week. That's why I'm bugging you to start early. You know, you have a whole week. Yeah, see. So yeah, everybody's kind of green, right? Like it's slow, but it's not a bad slow day, which is good. Just pay and send the money. No, Michelle's paid already, so and I don't have her monies anymore. I sent the monies. Ah. So Michelle, there's the extra monies because last year was $100, right? The extra $25 this year is for mid-season price. So I think there's like a $250 price for 2 people, so $500, right? Mid-season, and then the main prizes are at the end. So let's go, BB. Welcome to Legends. Let's go. Finally. Yeah. Um. So BB, again, welcome to the community. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat. Alrighty. So the yellow link at the bottom, click that link. It's going to take you to Discord. Once you get to Discord, it's going to say you don't have permission to do anything. You have to follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty. So if you're not sure what to do, click on the second last video. It's going to walk you through, and then watch the very last video. It's going to walk you through all the channels in Discord. Alrighty. So follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. There you go. EQ finally popped back up. You can see the difference between EQ when it's dropping to like, so look at this, right? This is why we say consolidation is so important. Look right here. It's consolidating, bounce. And then now it's not consolidating, it's dropping, right? Cool. It's consolidating again right there and then pop, right? So sometimes if you're not sure what to do, at least wait for consolidation. At least. Alrighty. Yeah. This thing is just missing a bit of volume, to just cook. That last high was 109. So let's see if this time it can break above 109. Let's see. No, 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 no. Okay. EQ. Honestly, we came into the day with 3 stocks, right? EQ, BJDX, and ENTO, and these 3 stocks are still the 3 stocks. It's very rare that happens, right? Usually there's something else that takes over. But today, not so much. Right? Not so much. It's just been these 3 stocks today, which is a good thing in a way, because we're not all over the place. So ENTO is holding that 200 in the VWAP in the low 60s, right? But we haven't been able to break above 75 cents. That's why we're not cooking, right? And then we've had the same resistance all day today for BJDX. That's why we're not cooking. We're just going up and down, right? EQ, same story, same. So something needs to break out, and when it does, then we can actually be ready for boom skis. For now, though, it's just scalps, right? In and out. Brian, you haven't sold anything yet? Okay. Men's is halted up though. The men's. Let me go back to men's here. So this one's had some chaos today. That was a nasty drop to $20 and then back to 42. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. It was just waiting for us to say something, Salat, so they could slap it. So they could slap it. BJDX. This is still the best looking stock in the market, though, right? This is still the best looking stock in the market. If that thing would just break out, and send it, that'd be nice. Well done, Chris. Good scalp. Well done. 222. What else do we like here? Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah. That's quite the drop, isn't it? Yeah, all the way down to the view up and the 200 there. Yeah, the closer to 60 that it gets, the better. If Peter just bought this thing here, we would break above resistance easily. Peter, come on. Not sure why. That's okay though, especially if you're green. That's okay. Trust. Okay. EQ still playing with the dollar here. $1. You can do it. Mm, doo-doo-doo. Tony, as long as you're making money, that's not a problem. As long as you're making money, that is not a problem. A bit of a pop there off that demand zone, Winterfell. A little bit. You should make the getting started channel a suggestion, not a pre-demand. Butcher, I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean? Like a suggestion, not a pre-demand. What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand. 62.90. I like it. I like it. I like it. Well done. So, the other one has a pretty high cost to borrow. Let me take a look at that one, Rob. ONEG. This one's a bit more on the expensive side, though, isn't it? It obviously hasn't moved yet, which is good, but. ONEG. And then the other one that's on the scanner as well is the cost to borrow is a little bit lower. Theme. Let me pull them up together here. Interesting. Well, just leave them up there for now. Good scalp Winterfell. Butcher, yeah, what do you mean though by pre-demand? Let me know. Maybe it's a good idea. Dang, BJDX is just chilling here, which is a good thing for now, because it has that history of coming back. But sheesh, there you go, Tony. Pump it. No, it doesn't work like that, Butcher. Right? Doesn't work like that because it's a private channel, so it's not gonna work like that. And also, we need a way for Discord to track your membership, right? Because I'm not gonna do that. Think of it like if I had to like track everybody's membership, like when your membership expires, you lose access to Discord. Like, think of how much chaos. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And also, like, people are just gonna have questions like, "Oh, what channel do I go to? Where do I go?" Right? This is like a prerequisite. Like, hey, if you can follow instructions, you can trade. You know what I mean? Like, watch the video. It's gonna explain everything you need to know: how the bots work, where to go for this, where to go for that, the education. Like, yeah. So the reason we have it that way is because it's private. So you need to follow the steps to connect. So then I don't have to manage your membership. I do nothing with your membership. YouTube and Discord can do that because it's just too much chaos. And also, people usually don't want to like do the work. So that just kind of makes sure that you follow the steps. Also, there's instructions in there about not getting scammed, right? So it's just, yeah. uh, Good, Dan. Good. I'm gonna make a new video though. I'm gonna make a new video that explains, so you don't have to watch multiple videos or anything. The next time we have a holiday, I'll make a new one. I'll go through all of the stuff. So that resistance is just way too strong here for BJDX. Way too strong. Way too strong. Spies. Bitcoin's back to 120, which is nice, and the S&P is almost back to break even here. So the markets are just confused today. Just confused. What's the float on this one, Rob? Interesting. Back to breakfast. Oatmeal, egg whites. That doesn't sound as fun, Dan. Good. Good. Rubbish. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, CPI. CPI data tomorrow is going to be big. We might need some like, YOLO evals or something. We need some sales. I bet they were unbelievable. Unbelievable. I was jealous. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Thank you, Rob. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. But yeah, let's get to 150 likes or 200 likes if you want to. Alrighty. But yeah, take a second, smash a like. It really helps. And hit that subscribe again if you're new. And if you do want to join us in Discord, which I think everybody should, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. Raymond, what's your position for ENTO? What's your entry price here? What's your question? Let me know and I'll take a closer look. You're looking for an entry? Well, so if I was looking for an entry, I'd be looking for closer to between 50 and 55 cents is what I'd be looking for, with the stop loss right below. Dan? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. ENTO. Yeah, it's also below the VWAP and the 200 EMA now, so not exactly loving it. Alrighty, so just be careful. Make sure you have a stop loss on this one if you do take it. Yeah, because that's not amazing price action there now. And EQ obviously just right below that supply. Sheesh, like what do we need to do to get something to break out, guys? EQ needs to break or BJDX needs to break. One of these two names, and then we can start cooking here. But no, everything just wants to go sideways. Spikes, yeah. My loss from last week. Done for. Let's go, Tony. Well done. Well done. I like it. Yeah. See, I keep telling you guys there's a correlation between people that like struggle and actually want to learn and the level of interaction, right? If you go back and read Tony's messages from like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, right? When he initially joined Discord, right? You can tell, you can always tell the difference. But it's usually people that like you can tell they're wanting to learn, they're asking questions, and they're putting in the work, right? So good job, Tony. One step at a time, right? You grow is popping there nicely. You grow. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. BTC with a bit of a pop there. Yep, exactly. Yep, there you go, Tony. Yep, yep, yep. So, sounds good, Tony. See you in Discord. Yeah, we again we have all of the information you need to succeed. So if anybody isn't succeeding, we have the videos, we have the community, we have the ideas, we have the scanners, right? So you have all the ingredients. Again, most importantly, you have the people there to help you, right? Um, Matt, only if it stays above 55 cents. If it stays above 55 cents, you have a chance. Alrighty. If it stays above, why is your entry 65 cents? I don't think it's completely dead yet. If you start breaking down, then yeah, dead. Yeah, there you go, Tony. Yeah, exactly. We have the ingredients, we have the recipe. It's all up to you to follow and cook. Yep. Yep. That was your entry. Okay. What's your stop loss at now for? What's your stop loss at for now? There you go. What's BJDX doing? Yeah, too much resistance there, right? So, but again, I don't think anyone can complain. Can they? Can anyone complain that we're crashing from resistance? It is annoying, isn't it? Right? It is annoying when you look at something like that and you're like, okay, why come we can't break out yet? But the story is there. The story is there. Yep. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Come on, EQ. Are you the last one to save us? Save us from this one's still slowly creeping up, isn't it? So we actually made brand new highs there for ONEG. Nothing crazy. The spread is still super suspicious, but yeah. MSOX. That's the leverage ETF for cannabis. So the drugs. The drugs. You think Ugrow looks better? Yeah, it does. You just have resistance at 54.55 cents though, William. So you need a breakout. That was a good retest though, into the 40s. So now you need that breakout. I like the alert in Stock General now that says stocks halted. Initially, I didn't have that on because I didn't want it to be overly messy, right? But then we just decided to turn it on instead. Also, the alert that sends you a list of like the pre-market gainers into the open is nice, um, which is cool. Which is cool. And then I'm sure there's gonna be more stuff. There's gonna be more stuff. Mhm. Interesting. Okay. BJDX is back to $2 again. Hmm. Telling you, this one's gonna be so frustrating, and then at the end, yeah, all this one's missing, Rob, is the volume. I think that's why those alerts do so well. Half DNA, that's not bad. Green is good, right? Have a wonderful rest of the day, and see you later. See you later. See you in Discord. And you grow still just chilling here. Trump says marijuana decision in the next few weeks. That's why. Bullish IPO is said to be well oversubscribed after oversized. Wow, that's crazy. So, anybody excited for the new IPO? Mm, 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 mm. Uh, do, do, do. Anybody excited for that one? Why do you say the spread is super sus? The reason I say that, asUgro is popping them, is because when I refer to spread, I mean like the difference between the bid and the ask. So like if you wanted to buy versus if you wanted to sell, right? So the current ask is $9.43. All right. If you wanted to buy this thing market, they sell it to you for 9.43. Um, at least that's the ask, right? And then the bid is 9.23. So there's a 20-cent difference there. I don't always like when it's like that because you can get scammed that way unless you do a limit order. Then you're usually okay. Okay. No, not today, Michelle. Wednesday. BLSH. So you can look into the pre IPO for that, Michelle, as well. Pre IPO, because that's probably going to be the best way to do it. Yeah. No, Wednesday, the 13th. So ONEG, right? If you were paying attention to the zero borrow scanner in Discord, that's where the stock is coming from. So clearly, it's heavily shorted with a high cost to borrow. Yeah, my advice will always be like if you can get into the pre-IPO for some of these overhyped like stocks, oversubscribed stocks, that's the best way to get in. Because they're gonna look for $30 to $40 IPO. It's gonna open at 60, right? Then you've doubled your monies. So and then you're gonna get one share anyway. So it's basically dinner monies. But yeah, I never trust IPO. Too many pump and dumps situations. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Doo-doo-doo. Now Ugro is double topping at that 55-ish again. We'll see what happens with the deadline. I thought these guys made a deal already, Dan. See, like it's so confusing, isn't it? Like, extension after extension, then you think they've made a deal, then there's no deal, then there's this, then there's that. So confusing, these tariffs now. To hold for 30 days or whatever on the IPO. Yeah, so the pre-IPO process requires you to hold it for 30 days before you can sell. If not, you get banned or suspended from like playing IPOs, right? Which to me is not a big deal. Like if I get a substantial amount and I can double my monies, I'll take the suspension. That's just me though, right? I've also heard rumors of like you can sell like and keep one share and you're not gonna get it, or you don't get suspended after the first one. It's if you consistently do it. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, you just have to read the rules and then go from there. Nice bounce on BMNR here. Winterfell still in. 30 days, especially for an IPO, doesn't it? Unless it's a really good stock, right? Like Circle was a really good one, right? Like honestly, even the people that got into the last IPO, into the Figma IPO, they're still happy today. Even if you have to wait 30 days, you got in at 30 something, it's in the 80s, right? So it's been a week. So you're still fine. Um, Still okay. Ugro is creeping up there, nice and slow. Yep, most IPOs are trash. We play them for the vibes, the momentum, you know. Yeah. Ugro. And then 60 cents would be a nice breakout on this one. This is why ONEG, the spread is scary, because look at this. We just went from 970, 975 to 920, right? So that's why this one's a bit scary. So just be careful with that thing. Hassan, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hmm. You're tired? Why are you tired? Tired of what? Like it's late night for you, probably? Yeah. And all the money we're raising at the Yep, exactly, Dan. Exactly. Usually companies that are super, 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 super amazing and have a whole bunch of cash want to stay private, you know? At some point when you need monies and you need investors, that's the only time you go public. There's no company that's private that's printing monies that's like, oh yeah, let's bring a whole bunch of compliance issues and a whole bunch of investors that are gonna come give us headaches, you know? Yeah. So as much as however they want to spin it, they usually need monies and investors, which sometimes isn't a bad thing though, you know, because you can get some opportunities to some really nice stonks, right? Like a stablecoin circle. Yeah, there's some good IPOs, but not very common. We had a lot of fun with the China IPOs back in the day. Lots of fun. Michelle remembers 209. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. La, la. It was yep, exactly then. With paying attention for a long time, ADHD. That's rude. Michelle, let me know if they actually give you anything. Let me know if they give you anything. And then if they do, you're gonna make monies on it. If IKEA goes public, yeah, see, like a company like IKEA, right? Why do they need to go public? Why? They're printing monies. A company like OnlyFans, right? Why do they need to go public? Printing monies. So yep. Yeah, they might give you like one share, Michelle. BMNR is creeping up really nicely, very nicely. So the dips on this have been really good, a really good opportunity, right? Also, it's not like BMNR just dipped to a random level. It's like, no, I'm just gonna dip to my last demand zone, right? Right there. So yup, and then back up. Why not just be smart and trade the levels every day and just make as much fewer? Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. As soon as we get up the stream later, then the markets are gonna be like, okay, now let's pump it. Because I am dumb. Okay. Well, Alex, this has to be one of my favorite lines ever, Michelle. Well, Alex, because I bought at the top. I was dying. I was dying. Ah, well, Alex. Dang. Why is it so slow, guys? What the hell happened? What the hell? Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Let's see. Do, 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 do. I'm a monster. Mm, 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 mm. Do, do, do. BTC. Do, 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 do. It means you have a crown, Michelle. You're number three, top three fans. Na-na-na. Yeah, and then end of the month we'll do a merch giveaway. It's either gonna be it's looking like Spikes or Jaden. So do, 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 do. Yeah, Spikes is winning, but Jaden's not that far behind. Do, 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 do. So you grow. If we could not stay above 55 cents, so back down. Could not stay above, back below the 50. ENTO, like I said, closer to 55 to 50, right? As long as it stays above that level. BJDX, what an annoying stock. SPY is equally as annoying. And then Bitcoin just chilling above 120, which is good. EQ, also annoying. Yeah. Why the market's doing what it's doing? We have CPI data tomorrow, and it's one of those that's really highly anticipated. So CPI coming up this week, really, really anticipated. So probably everybody just waiting for that data tomorrow. And then obviously September is when the everybody is expecting the Fed to start cutting rates. So if that CPI data is good tomorrow, we're definitely going to be pushing for all-time highs, back above 640 for SPY if that's the case. So and if it's not, because the Fed is stupid and they're not going to cut rates if they don't have to, right? So people are going to be looking for that to see if the markets will say, hey, Mr. Fed, like now you really don't have a choice, right? Because what the hell are you waiting for? You're waiting for more inflation data, but we'll find out tomorrow. Oh, no, assuming it's a good thing. Yeah. Let's go. Spikes, 4 months. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like how quickly 4 months goes by? Like just in a few months, we're going to be looking at 2026. That's crazy to me. In a few months, we're going to be looking at 2026, guys. It wasn't that long ago we were dealing with COVID in 2020. I feel like life was slower before COVID, and then COVID happened, and then everything just started flying. Let's go. Absolutely love it here. We're going to the moon at night, Spikes. Come on now, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Keep cooking, please. Yeah, just crazy. Seriously, Tony, like, you know, time just flies. Flies, flies. Mm-mm. Doo, doo. Mm. When market dump? Yeah. Don't know, virus. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Mm. Okay. Mhm. Bit of a bounce on ENTO here. And then BMNR is just a beautiful beast. 45 minutes, virus? Okay. Yeah, this price action is just way too slow. Works with a bit of a pop. Works. Works, 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 works. Not enough volume yet, but nice little pop there. This one would need to break out though, because it's had the same resistance for a few days now. You can see that resistance like 3670-ish, right? So this one seems to want to go up and down in that same range. So work would need some volume and a breakout before it's interesting. Before it is interesting. Um, Type yes in the chat if you bought the dips on TTD, along with Virus's crush Kathy Woods. TTD. Spies back to break even for the day here. Green. Just a little chaos, Spikes. Just a little bit of chaos. There we go. Trump's $68. Everything that goes off the scanner is like just a little alert, but it doesn't have enough volume. So all of these alerts we're getting just need volume. Need. Do, 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. New chip, the biggest market. Yup. Do, do, do. Aiden, are you in a position? AAON? Are you just wanting me to look because of an opportunity or because you want to get in? Do, do, do. Mhm. Yeah, right below 70, but it looks good though, Hassan. It looks good. That would have been a nice buy at the bottom there if you got in. Now we're approaching the top again here. Approaching the top again. So $70. Right? Nice little psychological block. Good bounce. Uh hmm, there you go. Hassan? Yep, that's okay. You made monies today though? Dang, okay. Spy is popping there. What happened? Spike said something and Spy said, "Oh yeah, you think so? Say it with your chest." uh, can you imagine Spikes if the politicians were playing with zero DTE? Shish. Do I think it's a good buy for long term? That's never a question that I want to answer for you, Aiden, but I'll take a look though. Yeah, this is never a question that I'm going to answer for you. All right. I think it looks like they missed earnings and the stock got slapped. And then you got in at, I think you have a good entry for now. So I think your entry you said was 69.49. So you're green in that position, which is good, right? It looks like it has like long term potential because that thing was a lot higher, right? So I'm just not sure what the company does. What you know. So when you think of long term, you want to make sure you do that research and you look into why they missed earnings and why the stock got slapped. For now, if I was in the same position as 69, I'd be happy. Alrighty, then I would probably just put a stop loss like 69.99 or something right below 70 and hope we stay above. Alright, because if it breaks below 70, maybe we go back to the low 60s again, and then I can always get back in if I need to. Yeah. How long do you research it for? It's not a matter of time. It's a matter of getting the information you need, right? Why is it crashing, right? Did they say something that wasn't good? Like, do they have money? What does the company do? Is that a long-term good future thing, right? It's not a matter of how long, right? It's just your research. So you need to look into that stuff, because we can just look at the technicals and say, oh yeah, again, from a technical point of view, your entry is not bad. You're green, so you're fine for now. Just make sure you look at the other side of the coin. Alrighty, BMNR is pushing there, so maybe this time we're gonna break $70. BMNR. It's definitely going for it. uh, would anyone be surprised if Trump was playing zero DTEs? Probably not. I bet you some of the kids are playing zero DTE. Probably not, but who knows? Just kidding. We don't want to go to jail. uh, don't send us to jail, please. Mm, mm, okay. Husa. You did? You bought the dip? Hmm. Okay. Let's go. Work exceeded daily goal by 40%. Off to the beach. Oof. Summer's almost over. Hope you'll cook some more. Work. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the beach. Yeah, enjoy summer. Especially like, realizing how quickly time flies. Yeah, enjoy it. I like it. 40% above the daily goal. Monies. Mm, you should be green though, Hassan, so that's good. Okay, SPY. Okay. SPY is actually pushing for the highs of the day now. Thank you for the ability to do that. 3 months ago, I was trapped in an office all day. Not so much now. Not so much. Come on, I'm very happy to hear that work. And a lot of this starts from you wanting to invest in yourself and make a change, right? And put in the work, and so that and obviously the community. So that's amazing. Congratulations, right? You take the leap of faith, and sometimes life punishes you, but sometimes it rewards you, right? But no regrets. So I'm very happy for you, and yeah, for all of you in the chat that are not members, yeah, invest. Do yourself a favor and invest in yourself. Now he's trapped in his bed in the bedroom behind the PC. That's better than the office, Musty. We'll take that any day of the week. ah, too funny. Mhm. Hut. Check Hut. Let me take a look. ENTO still holding up really well, so obviously not quite dead yet. Yeah, BJDX is just being stupid, playing games with us. Michelle, are you in this one? This one's hard because it's on the daily. It has a bit of a downtrend, Michelle. Yeah, so you can kind of see like on the daily chart you can't really see it, but then as soon as I go to a 4 hour time frame, you're gonna see it, right? You can just kind of see the range. So like it's just the last few days It's done an excellent job holding 19, like so at the bottom here, right? $19, 19, 19, 19. But for some reason, it also can't seem to break above like 2150 ish. So if it can break out, then you're looking for 23. So at least it's bounced up 19 though, so that's looking good, right? So if you got in close to 19, that's good. It just needs to break about 2150, then you're looking for $23. Not bad though. Yeah, so if you want to join us in Discord, guys, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. Sign up for the legend level and come join us. It really is, Quitty. It really is. Have you made monies on it? Hopefully you have. Back to BMNR here, the beast. Here we go. 69.50. 69.60. 69.70. I think once it's 69.69. 69.90. 97. Going once. So we tapped $70 exactly there for BMNR. $70 exactly. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Love it. What's SBET doing with this? We testing 28 at least? Actually, SBET got left behind. SBET got left behind. BMNR says, you know what? I'm the king. So, follow, don't. 218, Quitty. If I could give you a slap, I would. You know that, right? If I could slap you, I would. But I can't, so I won't. Right. The reason I say that is because we've talked about today how there's resistance here all day today, and somehow you got in there, right? All day today, like literally all day, right? Resistance, 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 close to 220. Somehow you got in there. Alrighty, so. But you live and you learn, right? In the green, good, so good. Let's go, Pyro. 69 from 64.50. I like it. Because you like that number? Yep. I bet you a whole bunch of people sell like that sometimes just because they're like, hey, that's a nice number. BMNR is at 69. Let's just sell it, right? But there's your double top, right? So that was a good sell. So there's resistance on the left-hand side. There's resistance on the right-hand side. Sometimes it's that simple. And it's obviously probably going to break above that level. Obviously, probably. It's already like $70 is going to break at some point. But when you see stuff like this, like, hey, it's a double top, right? Take the monies. Just in case. Good, Quincy. Yeah, keep one step at a time. Keep learning. One step at a time. There we go. Let's go. Well done, Wes. I like that. Wes is up 78% on BMNR. Beautiful. Pyro? Yeah, exactly. Maybe we come back down for a cup and handle and then go for the third try and then cook it. Third try the charm. The S&P is pushing for the highs. Michelle, did you buy calls? Spikes? Viros? Are you criminals looking for puts at the double top again? Bitcoin is looking better, which is nice. So BTC is the markets are moving together, but it's okay. Yeah. Interesting how Apple is actually red today. The apples off the bottom, 638. Okay, nice. About to be in the monies, and then if it can break out, yeah, let it cook. Huts. 2113, 2114. 2 pennies from the high there, Michelle. 2 pennies. Raven, did you make it? Are you there? Did you make it to the land, Raven? Mm. Let me look at some of these cannabis plays here. ENTO is not really doing much. Let me take a look at CGC and Tilray, right? These names are obviously being spammed, right? Because yeah, that's a nice pop. It's a very nice pop from the bottom there. So there was a message that came out not too long ago that said Trump is, looking into potentially legalizing or reclassifying blah 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 in the next few weeks, right? So that's why these stocks have been pumping. So CGC definitely does have a bit more room to the upside. Let me take a look at Tilray. Tilray, same, right? Nice little pumper. They're both. This one's closer to resistance than the other one. So yeah, anywhere from 83 to 85 cents, double top, and then 200 EMA. So if we can break above that, then that's very nice. You notice how, like, again, you notice how good news always comes at the right time, guys? You think it's a coincidence? You don't think these guys, these criminals, anyways. I always find it so interesting how, like, Spy is breaking out there. Ooh, look at Spy go. Yeah, Spy, yeah. Corale. Um, you notice how, like, the news always comes and you're like, oh, duh, of course. Why wouldn't it come when the stock is consolidating on the daily at the 50 and creating a demand zone? And then news comes and then boom skis. Right? Is that a coincidence? I think not. Right? So I think not. So Tilray, yeah. Yeah, the zero borrow alert for Tilray, yeah. So if we can keep getting good news, then these stocks can keep flying. Okay, perfect. There we go. Spy said, "Let me cook, guys. Let me cook, please." What happens? They've been dealing. Okay, China. That's a nice push. I should have spent time learning this. Yeah. 60-ish. Yeah. So if you look to the left hand side, yeah. That thing said, "What wall, Archer? What wall?" of the rain. Okay. 25. Woof. Let's go, Spikes. There he goes again. I'm telling you, Spikes is becoming the spy whisperer. Yeah. Ah, there's that. I don't trade options as much as I should, but these are looking pretty. Let's go. 43% on those, Dan. Those are nice. Yeah. Dan's up 43% on those 675s. Those are looking very nice. Do, 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 do. There we go. Very, very nice. Mm, 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 mm. Yep. Mm, 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 mm. Look at that, guys. Hurricane is now in the options cooking lab as well. See, again, this is what I mean. Like Hurricane was asking questions last week, right? And he was like, "What are options? I need to learn this." And then Spikes was helping, Virus was helping, a whole bunch of people were helping, right? And then they said, "Hey, watch, these are some videos. Watch." Right? And then he put in more work. And then today he's up 21% on a spy call, right? Up 121%, right? So this is what I mean. Like people that ask questions and put in the work, they seem to make it easy, right? And then people that seem to just say, "Hey, when do I buy? What time to buy? What stock do I buy now?" Right? They have a bit, or they're shy, right? Like, "Oh, I don't want to ask questions because I'm going to look stupid." I promise you're not going to look stupid. If you look stupid, we all look stupid together. So always ask for help. Always ask for help. So if you have questions about options, the options cooking lab in Discord. Yeah. Alrighty. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Keep cooking, spy. Let's go. Look at this criminal, guys. Out and done. $3,500. The daily goal is $1,000. And the man made $3,500 on one play. $3,500. Criminal. Let's go. Spikes. Spikes is trading on easy mode now. Easy mode. This is rent for the next how much? Yeah. Soon you're gonna be living. You're gonna buy the building. You have to have the cards, Dan. Spikes has the cards. Ah, I love it. I love it. I like when people put in the work and it works. Like it's beautiful to see. Beautiful. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Again, if you ever want to learn options, everything you need to know has been pinned in the options cooking lab. There are a whole bunch of videos. There's some screenshots. We did a class. There's some videos that we didn't do, but that are really good videos, right? So, yep, everything you need to know is in there. So every time you have a question, spend the weekend. Spend the weekend studying, right? It really does, Dan. Yep, it really does. It really, really does. Who makes $1,000 a day? You'd be surprised, Musty. Dan's daily goal is $3,000 a day. So Dan clearly cooks more than that. Virus, now Spikes. Yogi cooks more than Yogi's goal is probably closer to $3,000 a day as well. The list goes on and on. There are a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch that the daily goal is 1,000. Not that you should aim for $1,000 a day. You shouldn't aim for $1,000 a day, right? It's a progression. You have to feel like you can actually do it, right? And the small goals like really add up. Like if I told you like at the end of the year, like just straight for a year, if I told you $50 a day would make you account like an extra 12K a year, like you'd be happy with that, right? You'd be pretty damn happy with that. So $100 a day, right? An extra 25K in your accounts for the year, and then you do that again the next year. Like these are amazing progressions, right? So, but then some of the criminals, they just they just need to cook. Yeah. People loves the value of money. Well, uh, it's gonna keep getting higher. Of the value menu at McDonald's, snipes. Yeah, that's okay. Yep, exactly, Dan. My goal is only $10 a day. This way you can say I win every day. Exactly, Pyro. Exactly. So yep. Oh, there he is. There's the man at the leader on top of the leaderboard. I am where I am because of this community. I love you guys. Let's go, family. Virus, Dan, Rob, and of course Josh, who gifted me my first membership. Please come cook with us. I promise it'll change your life. It's changed mine. Let's go. Let's go. Spikes, thank you very much. Love it. Let's go, Spikes. Spikes is gonna get an options. I can already visualize this shirt, an options cooking shirt or something like that. Hi, my name is Spikes. I cooked spy. Yeah, I cook spy. Love it. That's crazy, Yogi. 1 million. Wow. Crazy, 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 crazy. Yep. And calls on the other. I like that idea. I like that idea. Okay. Well, if you think of any other designs, Spikes, let me know. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. The seeds he planted are bearing fruits. Let's go. Absolutely, Dan. Absolutely. Absolutely. They really are. Dan, so are you, right? Dan's gifted so many memberships to so many people that have taken advantage of it, which is amazing. Amazing, amazing. So you guys gift these free memberships, and the people that take advantage of it really take advantage of it, which is amazing to see. So thank you very much. Let's go. Come on now. Yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Mm. There you go. Mm-mm. Full of so I decided to not paper trade after just throw myself into the la, 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 la. Yep. Mm-mm. Josh is too busy enjoying the beach. Zero ball roll. What's on the scanner? Tilray? I think Rob posted that already. There we go. So what do you get for the Legend membership? Everything. You get the education, right? A lot of education. You get a community, like all of the people in the chat, right? You get ideas, right? You get a whole bunch of stuff. So you get all the channels, and yeah. Alrighty. And then you have access to buy the algo if you need to, like the indicator that I'm using. But if you need one-on-ones, then that's the gold level. uh, the lack of height with having. Thank you, Spikes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. A meeting on one? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, in 30 minutes. Jericho and Mark, or just Mark. Either or. Okay, I'm ready. I is ready. Thank you, Spikes, for being nice. Just ignore Dan and Rob in the chat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dang, it really is slow, isn't it? So hopefully some of these cannabis plays though can pick up at some point. uh, hopefully. They're pretty long and super tiring. Those videos are long, right? I do agree with that. That's why we try and keep some of those classes really short, like an hour max, and they never are an hour. But yeah, because when it comes to rewatching those videos, it's a lot of time. But you have to though. You have to. So yeah, that's Tilray. CGC, we talked about this one already, and it has a bit more room to the upside. It's just, again, these names have bounced really nicely from the bottom, but we'll keep an eye on them though. La, 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 la. There we go. Wiggles, Raven. Yeah, Wiggles. Wang and Lee. Nice pop. You're approaching that VWAP, that 730 to 750 resistance. I mean, it was, and then dropped. Yeah, it's really not doing much, is it? Same thing with EQ. Like EQ is just sitting at the 200 EMA here, not a whole lot going on, which is kind of annoying, but kind of annoying, but so yeah, we have another 30 minutes or so, guys, and then have to hop off and go do some one-on-one. So 30 minutes, and then we will leave and go back to the D squad. Oof, look at that, 700% in gains for spikes. 700%. Oof. Monies. Love it. AGH with a bit of a pop there. AGH. Okay, perfect. Is ABNB a good buy for swing trade? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Is it a buy? Kind of looks like it, huh? Surprise, surprise, we crashed from resistance. What's the theme for today, guys? Storybook, right? Double tops, resistance. We talked about this already, it looks like, right? Those would have been some nice puts to slap it down. We're not at the bottom yet, right? But you can tell that this level has a demand zone and it's been holding for the third day now. So as long as it stays above $118, it might just be. So 118, right? So close to that, not bad. Just make sure we stay above that. If we don't, it could easily drop to 110 and below. So for now, yeah, the answer to that is yeah, as long as you have a really tight stop loss. As long as they have a really tight stop loss. Okay. And where do we have that channel? Weeble. And Spy, good job on taking those gains, by the way, Pyro. Not Pyro, Spikes. As much as Spy looks like it wants to keep pumping, it's still a triple top on the 5-minute. It looks like it wants to go though, but still. Resistance. $2.30, of course. Yes. Okay, you 230. See, you're green. I like your entry actually. Look at that. Right. Nice demand zone there. Right. Very nice demand zone, Mr. Positive. I like your entry. So I think for now, just you're just hoping for a pump, right? It's been to this level multiple times. The bottom of the zone, though, which is the problem, is the bottom is all the way down to like between 190 and $2. So you could have a bit more drop all the way down there to the actual bottom. But I think for now, I would just put a stop loss like 10 cents, 5 cents, break even, right? put a stop loss so you're guaranteed to not lose anything. And if it wants to drop to $2, you can always get back in. For now, though, it does look good. Like it's a good thing that it hit the demand zone and it's trying to push back up. So that's not bad. Yeah, I figured 3.5x was good enough. Yeah, more than good enough. More than good enough. Yeah, virus is waiting for that slap. I mean, it is at a level that potentially could get a slap, unless it just wants to break out. Right again? Yeah. Yeah. I will say though, guys, I will say this, I'm gonna keep saying this, like, I will say we've had multiple people reach out to us to like interview wise, right? Because we did BMNR, right? And I will say the only one that we've accepted is a stock that's become a gem of a stock, right? So again, we have a community, right? These are our people. So we don't interview pump and dumps. We don't interview garbage, right? So we before we brought the CEO on, we had to have conversations, right? Like what they were doing, blah blah blah. Um, so I think, yeah. Welcome, Snipes. Let's go. So that shows you something. Um, Perfect. Snipes, welcome. Finally, welcome home. Welcome home, Snipes. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat there. So click the invite and follow the steps in the getting started channel. Bring the Mullen CEO. No, we would roast that dude so bad. He would never show his face again. Snipes, click the link at the bottom of the chat, alrighty, and follow the steps in the getting started channel. Uh, Even the janitor quit Mullen. Yep. Yep. And Spy showing some weakness there, that triple top, right? Showing a little bit of weakness. Spike, stay away from the computer. Stay away. I can see your hands twitching. Yeah. So Snipes, yeah, click that link. Follow the steps in the getting started channel. Once you're done, it's gonna open up all of Discord for you, and then just take a look around. Hassan, you're waiting for yeah? Yeah, there you go. BMNR was a perfect chart, right? Perfect resistance, perfect bottom, right? But I thought technical analysis doesn't work, guys. But I thought it doesn't work. It's the only thing that works. Okay. Perfect. Yogi, That and inside information, technical analysis and inside info. Yeah, those are the only two things I work, huh? Yep. Everything else is just hope. It just couldn't. Yeah, BJDX just couldn't do it. Right, just too much. Right, but you could see all the warning signs there. So no one should be holding a bag from that position. And if you are, put a stop loss. And for now, let's see what happens here at $1.80, and then the low of the day is $1.77. So see what happens in between that little 3 cent range. Then for SPY, yeah, there you go. So a little bit of resistance, a little bit of resistance. Yogi, how's pickleball? Pickleball. I still want to try pickleball. Pickleball. Oh, time off? Okay, okay. That's the annoying thing about sports, you know. The annoying thing with sports. Virus is smiling now. So he's seeing this red candle. You see, I can see his smile all the way from Canada, you know, over the wall. Any entries for BMNR? So watch 64.60 and then watch that previous low 62.50. So those would be your two levels to watch there for BMNR. Yeah, that was a perfect spot if you wanted to try puts, right? Triple top. That's the third time now. So Friday night, Monday morning, and then again now. So at least for now. At least for now. You did, Hassan? Yeah. Yep. It's a fine balance, isn't it? I'm not seeing the screeners in Discord had to be removed. So you should see the voice channel, Coney, right? Coney Mang. You see the voice channel, you see the zero borrow scanner, and then all the rest of the information goes to Stock General with the non-show bot like we've always had. Alrighty. You're scared of buying after watching Grun? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's anything that I can really tell you that's gonna help. It's gonna be a gamble. Yeah. So the alerts either go to the voice channel now, Coney, or the zero. Yeah. So and then we just have the zero borrow because it's a really good one, and then the rest just go to Stock General. Because some of them were just being replicated. You're welcome. So for example, like just for example, right? Like for me, like just the voice scanner with the other one, like that's $300 a month. I don't mind paying that, but I don't want to pay like more than double that though. If we're just replicating information, to me it's not worth it, right? So if it's worth it, if it's actually making a difference, which is why we tried it, like if it's actually making a difference, then we can pay it, right? Because people are gonna make monies. But yeah, if it's not, and it's just the information's coming from other places too, then yeah, I just size the way down, take a 10% position and see. Yeah, especially going like especially since it's earnings too. Like it's just a gamble, 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 gamble. Yep, Coney, I agree. GMHS with a bit of a pop. Dang. Guardian, yeah, that was a perfect spot for puts there. Virus, how green are you now? And the first was yes for the zero TT options. uh, yeah, it's still dropping, right? So there's no signs of consolidation yet. Watch 6250 ish. Yep, crazy. Yeah, people are ruthless on social media. Like, hey, my account is down 27, from 27K to 3K. Can I recover? Yep. Go all in on options. All in. From 60 red, Moni's virus. Yeah, so BMNR watch the same stupid level, right? So this level at the bottom here. It's dropping there. So consolidation is going to be important, but look at that, right? That was a perfect top. Perfect top. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We have a new member, Deepak. Oh, okay. Do, do, do. 6250. Yeah. See if it can hold that level. Let's go. Welcome to Legends, Deepak. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat, Deepak. Click that link and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty, click that link at the bottom and follow the steps. Again, it's really important that you wait for consolidation on something like this that's dropping like that, right? So let it find a bit of a base. If not, just let it keep dropping. Wiggles with a nice little curl here, Raven. Nice little curl of the 50 and the 200 EMA. Where do people get 93K to lose? Probably work, savings. I don't know, inheritance. Yeah, some people have monies. Yeah, I've had one-on-ones with some people that are like the craziest one-on-one I've had so far is someone had over $100,000 in Mullen, and they were telling me all the stories of like how Mullen is planning on doing this in the future. I'm like, wait. And they're like, I want to buy some more. I'm like, wait. 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 Yeah. Wait. uh, yeah. No, they had like a 300K account and 100K was in Mullen and they were planning on buying more. So that was months ago though. So think of if that position wasn't managed. I think they ended up, doing okay because we had to bring them back to reality. But yeah, craziness. But and then you guys have seen this one, right? Look at this account, right? I had a one-on-one with this person. Look at this account, right? It's like minus $2,000 here, minus 10K here, minus 1,200, minus 5K, minus 5K, minus 20K, minus 5K, minus this, right? So the problem isn't the money itself. Look at the percentage, right? Minus 83%, minus 97, minus 80%, minus 85%, minus 94, minus 99, minus 99, minus 99, minus 99, minus 99, right? So the problem here is psychology, not wanting to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I just want to be right. I don't want to lose any monies, right? So sometimes you have to do some slapping, Yeah. Yep. There's no hope. But yeah, so sometimes I ask you guys like, why do you let it get this bad before you get a one-on-one? Like, how do you let it get this bad before you're like, hey, I need help, right? How? Um, both of those members are still in Discord. Yeah, they're doing better. So yeah, so that's always a good thing. If you're interested in the goat, sign up for the legend level. Not the legend, sorry. The goat level. So if you're interested in one-on-one, sign up for the goat level. Uh, Less than the price of your shoes, Hassan. Yep. Trading is one of those things. Like once you do it, like once you're trading. Oh, look at Spy, guys. That was a perfect top there. My goodness. Virus is smiling now like a goat. Um, right. Trading is one of those things. Like when once you start doing it, like it's like for the most part it doesn't leave you, like it stays in your blood. Like you're either going to lose all your monies and come back and lose again and come back and lose again, so you might as well start learning the right way. You might as well just do it. You might as well take 6 months, a year, and just slowly learn the right way. Because yeah, you're always going to see people making money and you're always going to come back, so might as well just do it. What if you wear sandals, Hassan? Just click on the link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot and look at the level that says goat. I know. Spikes, I know. I could tell. That's why I said stay away from the computer, because I could tell. But this was a pretty good spot for puts, right? That was perfect for puts. You just made $3,500, so there's no need for you to go back. That would have been nice though. So let Virus win this one. Virus, well done. Leave this one for Virus. Let's go. Uh, it's not their real money. Can be Speedyville. Oh, these are real monies, right? If you look at the screenshot, you can't really tell. But when I do a one-on-one with like someone like this, you can tell. Like you can tell they're really struggling, like mentally. Um, you know, you can tell. Like to most people, this just seems like numbers, right? But then like you have a one-on-one and you're talking to them, you're like, yeah, you're in a really bad place now. I mean, like anybody loses this amount of money, you're not gonna be very happy, right? So most people, like, this is their life savings, It's like they've lost all their monies. So it's always difficult to it's always difficult. And it takes a really strong person to, like want to do a one-on-one after that and try and come back from that. So yep. So that's always very brave. And they know I'm gonna roast them on stream, right? It's just what I do. uh when you're in the bridge, like I'm still gonna roast you even if you're under the bridge, right? Doesn't make a difference. Why? Because we've all been there. So and but we're gonna try and help you come back from the bridge still. You know, we're gonna try. Yep, exactly, virus. Exactly. We laugh not because like we haven't been there or because we're laughing at you. Not for a second. Almost everybody in the chat has been there. Almost everybody. We've all been to that mental dark place. Trading is one of those things that it wants to take you there. Unless you're fairly new and you've just learned the right way, right? And I think that's one of the amazing things about the community now is we have so many amazing people helping each other and we have the right tools now, right? So there're gonna be people that don't go to that place, right? But I promise you, when we started trading, yeah, we've been to that place, right? Yeah. Like I told you guys, like years and years ago, like I had an internship and then I worked all summer, right? And I made like like $11,000 or something, and then I was looking at the stock, right? And so like I was fairly new to the market then, um, and I didn't know that technical analysis and inside info was the only way to go. I'm kidding, by the way, but technical analysis, right? Like trust the technicals. Like look at the chart. Stop listening to idiots, right? So then everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, they're about to get FD approval." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you think so? Let's do it." Yeah, they entered me, and then all my summer monies was gone. You know how painful that is. What is the voice scanner in Discord? The voice scanner is a channel that like reads out all of the news. Like news is coming out, the momentum alerts, the like data for you. So if you just sit in that channel, you're gonna hear it. It's gonna give you the ticker symbol. This stock just did this. This stock is doing this, right? It's just there to help you out. I was down 200% at one time, and I was about to lose all hope. Yep, yep, yep. Trading is one of those things. Like it will challenge you, especially that mental side. And if you can find a way to not give up, it's gonna say, "Oh, okay, okay, okay." Right? Ah, unbelievable, Dan. Yep, virus, Dan. I almost had to sell a kidney. Yep. Ah, virus. It's violence, violence. Violence. I can switch time frames. It lags bad. Uh, is it because I have too many indicators? It might be, Jonathan. Maybe the free trading view. I don't know. Yep. Seriously. Oh yeah, I forgot to play this video. Dan sent me a super chat and I forgot to play his video. We've all been there, When you look at the sky, you're like, come on, Lord, help me. Just this one time, I promise. I will never touch a stock again. Just this one time, I promise. If you give me my money back, you know what? I don't want profits. I don't need gains. Please. I promise. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to make donations. Never going to touch a stock again. Just help me. Just this one time. And then as soon as you get your money back, you guess what you're doing? As soon as you get your money back, next second you forward to another stock. Oh my days. Sheesh. This game is not for the faint of heart, is it? Mm-mm. Ah. You've been there too many times? Yup, we've all been there. Ah. Oh my days. As soon as you get the money back, you forget about church, You forget about God. You said, "Don't worry, God. Next time, just wait. I'm gonna build a church for you." Ah, too funny. Yeah, that thing dipped all the way to 60 almost. Yeah, with a little bit of consolidation and that demand zone at 60, that would have been a good spot for you. So now wait for a break of 63.50 or wait for a dip ski closer to 60, Lewis. Yep, exactly, Bradley. Like some of the things we've done, some of the things we've done, but it's just the nature of it. You have to do some of these things to know what not to do. You have to do some of that to realize that, you know what, like slow and steady growth is pretty nice, isn't it? Right? $50 a day is nice. $100 a day is nice. Right? Consistent growth means you don't have to go back to work. Right? Technicals, reading the charts. That means you don't have to listen to idiots. Predict the future like AMC. And Mullen. You don't have to listen to people lie to you because you can read the charts. You know what I mean? Like some of the basic stuff, like having stop losses, it just means that I don't go to the bridge, right? And I have a chance to make the money back. I don't have to take minus 90% losses. You know, you have to do some of the silly stuff. 62.70, Hassan. There you go. There you go. So let's hope it can break above 63.50 then for you. Let's hope. And we're gonna be looking for some swing plays as the day goes on, but Um, I had this one on the watch list. I just haven't looked at it today. PAPL, right? I just haven't looked at it much today because it hasn't broken out from that level we wanted. But last week we talked about that $4 to 350 support, right? So it just keeps going back and forth. For now, it still needs to break out. Needs to break out. So I'm just, for now we're just setting alerts and whatnot. But oh, he did. Yeah, he messaged me. Yeah. Yeah, Sky, Skylar sent me a message. He's been working hard on the business, he said. So, tell he's probably coming back soon. Let's go. More spy criminals. Yeah, more spy criminals. Option criminals. I like it. Yeah, Sky he was trading us Tesla puts, and then yeah, dang, that thing lost all the gains from the top there, spy. Sheesh. Sky, the people want you back, Sky. Come back. Yeah, Sky's gonna be back. See, that's what I mean, though, right? Like once you start trading, Sky left because he had to focus on the business. Sky owned a business that was getting like bought out and for a lot of monies, so he had to focus on really building the business. So he couldn't stay in Discord. But so once you trade, you're stuck. So. I like it. Let me know if you have any last questions, guys. I do have to run. I have a one-on-one in 2 minutes. So let me know if you have any last questions. Don't forget to smash a like before you go. I would really appreciate that. Please and thank you. Take a second, smash a like. Let's get to 150 likes at least. Alrighty. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're not a member yet and you want to come join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there. Sign up for Legend. Again, I promise you, sign up for Gold membership for a month. And if your life doesn't improve, come back and fight me. Alrighty. So if you're not a Gold member and you're like, I don't know what to do for entries, I don't know. I promise you it's easier than it is. So become a Gold member or upgrade to Goat. And yeah. No, I have to run to my one-on-one, Dan. uh, yeah. Spikes, unbelievable. It talks too fast. It has to, because sometimes you need to be ready, right? So you get used to it, I promise. EQ is still chilling at $1 here, so EQ might still end up running. Please send me a message. CC, I bet your membership probably expired. Yeah. Your name isn't green in the chat, so your membership probably expired, CC. So you probably just have to go back to YouTube and go sign up again. That's that's most likely what's happened. Alrighty. So once you sign up, it should fix itself, or you just have to reconnect. So just click the link at the bottom of the chat and re-sign up. Ready for to say 10 words and yeah, it's because sometimes it does that because like it happens so quickly and you need to be, it wants you to be ready. So take a look at all the channels, Snipes, ask questions in Stock General, watch the intro video and the getting started. It's going to show you all the rest of the channels. So you just watched Angel? No, that's okay. Maybe it's no, that's okay. Have a good day, Dirt. Come join us in Discord. Let's go. Spikes, keep cooking, my guy. Keep cooking. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Snipes, welcome again. See you guys in Discord. Much love all. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe. Again, we're going to be looking for some swing plays in Discord. 8 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200. And then we'll see if we can make some money going into the close. Alrighty. Much love all. Again, be safe. Bye for now. Bye, guys.